Hello guys, this is Zonky the Donkey, and like many of you, you are probably new to the game Squad and you've been thrown into the squad leader role after someone leaves the game and you have no clue what to do. This video is going to show you the introduction and the basics to squad leading in the game Squad. The most important thing you need to do as a squad leader is just make sure you have a spawn point available for your squad and your team. And so you'll find that using rally points and placing forward operating bases, or FOBs as they're normally referred to in the game, is going to be your bread and butter, where as a squad leader, your goal isn't to be the point man, and your job is to make sure your team has the infrastructure and the spawn points and FOBs necessary in order to ensure success for your team. Now, placing a rally point is going to be the easiest place for you to provide a spawn point for your squad. Now, the way you do this is you have to be on the ground and you need to have one squad member within about 1 to 2 meters of you. You push the T as in Tango key and select the button in the 1 o'clock position that says rally point, deploy rally point. You're going to see it on the map here, signified by the assault packs. On the map, it's going to be this green flag. It's going to give you 9 spawns for your team. And if an enemy ever comes into contact with your pack, if they run over it, it's going to destroy it. And you can only place one of these currently in 9.9 every 120 seconds, and if there's ever an enemy within 50 meters of you, you're not going to be able to place it, and it's going to reset that timer. So make sure you're far enough away from the enemy to where you can place it. Now, those are rally points. Let's talk about FOBs, or forward operating bases, which is what I'm placing right here, this radio. To place a FOB, you need 2 squad members next to you within that same 1 to 2 meter time, and you're going to push T, and then in like the 10 or 11 o'clock position, it's going to say deploy radio, or FOB radio, and you can place that. And you'll notice on the top left immediately an American flag pops up because I'm on the US, and there's going to be 2 different point indicators. There's going to be the one on the left, that's your ammo points at 100 currently, and the one on the right, signified by the hammer at 200 points currently, that's your construction points. So FOBs are the bread and butter of the game. This FOBs allow you to build a spawn point for your entire team of 40 people to spawn from, not just your own squad. And so to get more points for your FOB to build things and to resupply your team, you got to have logistics trucks signified. It's going to be on the map. It's going to look like a transport truck, but it's going to have boxes in the back, and it's signified by 3 slashes on the back of it. That's a logistics truck. You got to protect these trucks. And so once you build a FOB, you've got about a 300 to 400 meter radius you can build deployable buildings in, which only the squad leader can currently place in this game. So as soon as you place a FOB down, your number 1 priority as a squad leader is not to go out and kill the enemy like the rest of the team is doing on radio station right now, but it's to place a HAB, or the spawn bunker here. And you push T, go to tech structures, and you're going to try and find a place where your teammates can build it. And in this example, I've got a teammate follow me around, and they're going to push pull out their shovel, and they're going to dig this up. And now once this is constructed, it is going to provide a spawn point for your whole team. Note, these things can be destroyed. Enemies can pull out their shovels and dig them up. Enemies can place IEDs on them. If they're hit by enough mortars or grenades or rockets, they can also be destroyed. So you want to place these in an area that is somewhat concealed and close enough to the base where it's not going to be seen, but close enough where it's not going to make your team have to walk 20 minutes to the objective. So it's a big leadership decision of where you're placing the HABs and your radios. So here, they're going to have about a 30 to 45 second walk, and it's kind of in not a place the enemy's going to go right away. So now we've shown one example of placing a FOB that's going to be for an attack, like we hear on radio station. And coming up, I'm driving a logistics truck, taking a couple guys with me to an area train station on Fool's Road here. Now, these are attacking FOBs, and so you can be a little more liberal with your placement of these, because you can place them pretty much any direction around them, depending how many enemy or how many friendlies you're going to have backing you up. Now, when it comes to defensive FOB building, there's so much more that needs to be considered, because oftentimes you're kind of faced with the decision of whether you want to build a super FOB right on top of the defense point, and where your HAB is going to be in the center, That way your people can respawn on the point and contest the capture of it. But sometimes that's not always going to be the best depending on the terrain of that point or the map. So sometimes you're going to want to have to build a FOB maybe a little bit off the point. Maybe you have a key terrain or a key hill, maybe a ravine or something that you can hide it much better in and maybe come up from an attack. Maybe you're going to want to place that FOB there. It all depends, but you're going to want to communicate with your other squad leaders and say, hey, I'm thinking about placing a FOB here. And you can right click on the map and select the green castle icon. That's going to allow you to place a FOB marker for a potential FOB location. Now, as a squad leader, you need to ask what the purpose of the FOB you're building is, whether it's to attack an objective or defend one, or maybe just to deny a piece of terrain to an enemy so you can hold that. Maybe it's a key hill near an objective. Now, depending what the answer to that question is, what the purpose of your FOB is, that's going to dictate how much you need to build up that FOB. Because remember, once you start building sandbags and machine gun nests and everything, you are telegraphing to the enemy. You're telling them, hey, I've got a FOB somewhere in this area. Come and take it from us. Now, in some instances, if your whole team is there, you can do that. But if it's maybe just you've only got a 6-man squad, maybe it's not the best idea to build up all of these defenses for a place that you can't actually defend. And, a couple machine gun nests may seem like they're really powerful, but in all actuality in the game right now, a rifleman with an optic can pick you off out of a machine gun nest instantly, quicker than you can kill him with the 50 cal machine gun. Now, if there's one thing to take away from this video, it's to remember that as a squad leader, you are not the point man. You are not the guy going in there to go kill the enemy. Your job is to coordinate with other squad leaders, make a plan, ensure there's spawn points, rally points, FOBs available for your team in order for them to succeed. Guys, let me know some more videos you'd like to see, whether it's for Squad or PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I know I'm happy to take all considerations. Please come check out my stream on YouTube Gaming on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m. Mountain Time. That's GMT-7. Come check out our Discord. It's in the link in the bottom, and I will see you guys out there on the battlefield.